Right now I have the DS287C set up in what I would consider the factory default mode with the gain set to 10 and the exposure for 20 milliseconds. All the other parameters are set for the defaults. What I'm going to do is show you how you can save different settings. For example, for planetary, you may need a lower gain. So you could set the gain to 5 or 4. So gain 4. I'm going to write this down so I can have it. And then the exposure, say 50 milliseconds. And then I'm going to do a white balance. White balance. So there's a white balance. So I've done a white balance. And then I'm going to set, say, the histogram, instead of being 0 to 225, I'm going to set it 0 to about 100. Okay, so the histogram's at 0 to 100. And one other thing I'm going to change the sharpness. So let's go to the sharpness. Right now it's at 0%. I'm going to go to about 100. So it's at 101. So that's how I have the parameters set up for planetary mode. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to save those. Click on the save in the parameter section and put in planetary, gain 4, exposure 50 millisecond with a white balance, histogram 0 to 100, sharpness 101. That's going to be the title, and I'm going to say OK. So I've saved that. If you go down here under your settings, you'll see my factory settings. So if I wanted to go back to factory, I would say click the factory settings and load. It went back to factory. And if you look, you'll see that the exposure is now back to 10 and 20 milliseconds. I want to change back to my planetary mode. Come here, click, planetary, click, load. Histogram went to 0 to 100. Gain went down to 4. Exposure went to 500. So by saving your settings, you can go, here's one where I've done minimum gain, minimum exposure, click on it, load. As you see, when you get to minimum gain, 1, minimum exposure, 1/10 of a millisecond. How about another one? Gain 10, white balance, select, load. That went to a negative mode. You look here, miscellaneous, negative mode. The sharpness was at 110. Histogram was 0 to 100. So you can save your settings the way you like them for different objects, and then just simply click on them and load them.